Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. And then we had Pac and Swerve. This guy goes, any problems on how he was dressed? Better than Mark Davis. We don't want to bring up Mark Davis. The poor guy's hurt. Get off his back. Anyway, we talked about Pac and Swerve. That sucked. Poor Pac. And then they clearly had time to fill. And so it was like, they just had video package after video package after video package because the show's timed out. And so they got to get everything on schedule again. But then we had a segment where Hangman goes into Swerve's locker room. Hangman, he's looking for Swerve. Swerve's not there, but Nana is. And Hangman says, you tell this guy if he gets in my way in the Owen, I'm going to pick up where I left off. I wasn't trying to help Swerve this weekend. And he goes to leave, and Nana says, hold on a second. I can't speak for Swerve, but I want you to know I really regret it. And Hangman stops him. I don't want to hear it. You don't deserve that. And he storms off. Hangman is having second thoughts about hating Swerve, especially after Swerve basically apologized. But he can't bring himself to forgive this guy. And so anything that will cause him to start feeling this sympathy, you don't want to hear it. Now, I'm filling all this in because they didn't tell you guys any of that, but I am. Briscoe and Ospreay and Speedball and Kevin Knight versus Ricochet, Beast, Mortos, and Crew, with the winning team splitting $400,000. Why is the winning team splitting $400,000? I don't have any idea. It was never explained. They did this one other time. There was no follow-up to the winners getting $400,000. It's just something Tony now likes to do. So anyway, the babyfaces won. Pinned Mortos. At least that guy's a lawyer. He's got money. Said Copeland was out indefinitely after FTR killed him. We had a Hurt Business segment. MJF now thinks he's part of the group, but Lashley, he wants no part of this. And so he's angry. And finally, MVP says, you know what? In order for you to be in this group, we got to take a vote. Thumbs up or down. Everyone knows me. I'm a thumbs up. Lashley throws down the mic. He just walks away. Presumably that's a thumbs down. And so MVP says Shelton. Even though one person's already given a thumbs down, he wants Shelton's vote anyway. Shelton puts out the sideways thumb, but then points it down. Lashley's like, thank you, brother, and he hugs him, and they leave together. And MVP shrugs at Max, and he leaves as well. We had Megan Bayne actually saying words. 5 words. I'll make you bow down. So now we have 2 queens in wrestling, Charlotte and Megan Bayne. Chris Statlander, Thunder Rosa in a tournament match with Tony on commentary. Tony on commentary is the best thing on this show. These announcers were dying. The last time I wrestled Chris, she says, I got dropped on my head and I lost 3 inches. But then I met Tony Schiavone and I got him back. They're crying.
Not
so finally,
toilet humor? Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Statlander hits a lariat. Saturday Night Fever, and gets the pin.
Tony Storm is hilarious. Tony Storm is entertaining. It's great. I love it when Taz breaks up, especially with that said. You've got to be careful because there is a match that is supposed to be going on in the ring that's supposed to be getting over, too. You got to be careful with that stuff.
Don Callis puts over Takeshita and Fletcher.
Now go ahead and say what he said.
They're jacked and hot and healthy.
Oh, my God. Oily, too.
Oily.
Up.
And he's looking for new members. You hear that? He's looking for new members. Undisputed did a promo. They're back. Jericho came out for a Learning Tree segment. And long story short, he gets angry. Actually, he doesn't get angry. He gets disappointed. I'm not angry, he says. I'm disappointed. He drops an F-bomb. He's yelling at poor Bad Apple and old the tall guy there, Big Bill.
William Redwood.
Yeah, William Redwood. And so finally he goes, I'm disappointed in you guys. And until you change that, I think it's best I'm not here, and he leaves. So apparently he's off TV for a while. He is touring with Fozzy, but I looked at the schedule, and I think there's some Wednesdays open, but it appears that he's gone for a while.
I would figure dinner theaters, actually, that's when they're at their most booked up. So I figured I guess not.
Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.